Hello and welcome to the enchantment showcase. Enchantment? No. Enchancement showcase, which is, in my opinion, the best enchantment mod in Minecraft. Let's get to it. Alright, so we'll start with the tools. In the config, I've enabled double enchantment, so every tool and armor can have 2 enchantments instead of just 1, which is the default. So for the enchantments of the tools, you have beheading and lumberjack for the axe, and you have extracting and molten for the pickaxe, and every tool has molten, but the pickaxe has extracting as well. Berry and scooping are for the shovel, and the fishing rod has disarm and grapple that are new. So just to show you really quickly what each of these do this. Oh, you didn't see it. If I do this, it takes all of the diamonds in there and turns it back to what it was previously. And then it just behaves normally. Let's show the smelting happening. So let's do this. Then if I take it like this, there. 4. And then there we go. Survival. So this, it drops it normally without smelting because crouching will deactivate both. Now, this is fun. The shovel is quite fun. So what is going to happen here is I can right click him and bury him. See? Gets buried. And then when I attack him, there's a chance that his loot drops, I'm pretty sure. So this now does 10. 11 actually, on crit. Scooping, basically, it's looting, but just on the shovel. So the axe, right? The axe, if I'm crouching, will just do, you know, what an axe does. It's gonna break it. But if I'm not crouching, it makes the whole tree fall. Every connected log. See that again? There we go. Whole tree fell. Alright, nice. Okay, so that is all of these. But the fishing rod is quite fun. What it does is, it grapples to a block if it has grapple, and then you can just pull yourself to the block. Isn't that fun? Oh. 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 It's very fun. Become Spider-Man, but worse, because it's a fishing rod and not cool spider silk. Anyway, and then the second one is disarm. There we go. So this will guarantee a trident drop every time, because you just right click and you get it. It's a very, very cool enchantment, and it obviously has quite a lot of uses. So that does it for the tools. Now I'm going to go on to the weapons. First off, the sword, we're going to give it frostbite and berserk. And then the crossbow. Alright, I need like 3 of these. We'll do brimstone and scatter. Well, no, brimstone first. And then the bow, we'll do my favorite, delay and phasing. Or chaos and phasing? Delay and phasing. The mace is going to have the first one's going to have meteor, not thunderstruck. And then we'll do a leech and warp because it doesn't really matter. There we go. So, boom. See, I warped to there. It's what the warp enchantment has. So, where the trident lands will be where I warp to. There we go. Up. Oh, good line. There we go. And then leech, the second enchantment, makes it so that it attaches to an enemy and leeches off their HP. There, 5 damage, and now if I throw this, my HP gets regenerated. See? Isn't that nice? There we go, that's a lot of damage. So, this deals 13.5 on crit now. See that? Now, if I go even lower, it does even more. if I go even lower, I'm at 1. This does 14.4, as you can see there. And that's, well, yeah, that's basically what Berserk does. Now, Frostbite, I'm going to have to spawn something for. Alright, now let's go to the crossbow. So while editing, I found out that I didn't actually go through what Frostbite does, so I'm just going to do that real quick, and let's see. So Frostbite, there we go. It won't add any damage to anything, but it will give cold damage, as you can see there. So Frostbite damage. So it ticks for 1, it's like, you know, fire damage, but it's different. So if I spawn something here, you'll see it shiver, take damage from it, go back. Then if I kill it, it forms this ice thing, and that also detonates and can give some shiver, or, you know, frostbite damage, or whatever you want to call it. You can see it's normal, push it around, then slides really well, then it blows up. We do it again. There we go. And they all get shiver damage if they're all in the blast radius. There we go. Nice. Alright. That's about it, I think. Yep. Goodbye. Okay. So, now I have the crossbow, which has the brimstone. So I'm just gonna go, what? Let's go somewhere. Over here. Now, you know what? I'm gonna go to their face. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fully charged. And now 50 damage. Do you see that? Do you see how many hearts I have? I don't have much. So I could do that again. Full charge, and I'm going to shoot them. I die. That does still do 50 damage. So that is Brimstone. What it does is it takes your life and makes damage out of it. And if you charge it less, obviously it does less. 25, 1 is 20, and then 3 is 50. 4? Oh, I think it can calculate more than 50. Now, if you have them all in a line, it does deal damage to every single one of them. Isn't that great? Alright, so that's the sniper, the brimstone. And now we can talk about the bow. There you are. Delay. So this has both delay and phasing. So what delay does is keeps the arrow in the air. And then it turns to different phases. And then when it goes the next color... Oh, it didn't go the next color. But when it goes to a different color, it will change and directly fire. Or you could left click and fire all of them at the exact same time. Very cool. Now, the other thing that this bow has, which is phasing, will let it phase through objects. And then the arrows with phasing don't actually have gravity. So, as you can see, this flies perfectly straight. They don't have gravity until they pass through a block. And then they develop a curve. See? If I fired this normally, it doesn't have a curve. I fire it through a block. I broke the block. I fire it through a block, and it has a curve. Alright, nice. So now let's see the mace, which I haven't actually seen much of, so... There. You can charge it. Oh, I get to fly in the air. Does it do any damage? It does. And it burns them. Okay, okay. And then can I charge again? Up there. So let's try this. Wow. That just broke it. That dealt so much damage, it just broke it. That's... wow. It just broke it. Wow. That's... something. Wow. That's... it just... it dealt so much damage, it just broke it. Or maybe it's the rising up thing. Yeah, it's probably the rising up thing. Let's do it in survival. I did do keep inventory because I don't want to go back and collect everything. Ow. Try that again, and I have a skill issue. Well, who could have known? Right. Try this again, and there we go. Now let's try with an actual mob. So let's see something. Could have just gone to spawn eggs, and let's do Vex. Yeah, let's try a bunch of Vindicators and see what it does to them. So let's try this. So if I do... I see. So it just pulls them down and burns them. And let's charge this with him present. Do this. Oh. Oh, there's a combo to be had here. You do this, and then this. Damn. Alright, that's pretty fun. The other enchantments for the mace, and I'll see the other enchantments for both the bow and the crossbow as well. So, the bow also has scatter, the crossbow has scatter, and the bow also has chaos. The mace, I'm gonna also see Thunderstruck. So, scatter is pretty self-explanatory, I think. It turns it into a shotgun. 21 DPS. 26 if you're right on their face. Yeah. So 27 is possible, I'm guessing. I mean, even if you're on target, it's not really that good, because not all of the shots go in. You know, typical shotgun stuff. And then there is Chaos, which is very nice. It gives different effects on the target. Completely different effects. So it can have Wither, it can have anything, really. And if you're crouching, it gives positive buffs, such as, you know, invisible, regeneration, or, you know, any other kind of buffs. If you're not, debuffs. Alright, now the mace. So Thunderstruck is, so you go up, and then you smash down. Then if I just do a regular attack, it chains it, so everyone here would get damage. 13, 19. If they had an intermediary between them. Yeah, I know. I can English really well. 6, 12, 5. If I do this. Yeah, they all get hit. Isn't that nice? So yeah, this seems very fun. The mace seems very, very fun. Especially with enchantment. And the bow I covered. Now, the other enchantment for the crossbow is the last in the weapons. Torch. Torch turns it into a machine gun. As you can see. It's just, it just is a machine gun. And it seems that the damage is better the first shots, and then it becomes worse and worse the rest of the shots. So the first shots are good, and then the rest of them do less and less damage until it is just one. So I'm guessing you wouldn't want to just stay on one target the whole time. Anyway, that's for the weapons. Now the armor. This is the really fun part. So the armor, basically just auto-eating, and eating is faster, but I think that's the least interesting of the helmet enchantments. Now, the chestplate. Oh, the chestplate. It has quite a lot. One is spine. Every single person that attacks you becomes blind, and the damage you take from your back is neglected. It's broken. It's really good. And then you have strafe, which is for air mobility, as we'll see later. And you have amphibious and adrenaline. So basically, if you want to beat people up, you take Warden Spine and adrenaline, definitely, or strafe and Warden Spine, or anything. But I'm not going to show Warden Spine because you can play around with it. It's very fun. I'm going to show strafe and amphibious today. So I'm going to equip all of this, and now I have double jumps, I have dashes, so I can jump all over the place. And then if you combine this with, you know, this mace, charge it up, go in the air, jump even higher, boom. Well, I timed that really badly. Go in the air, double jump, dash in. It's very nice. This mod is very cool. It's more like a movement shooter than it is just, you know, regular Minecraft combat, which is quite nice. Dash through them. So use your double jump, dash through. You have another dash if you want to stay in the air. And the dash can also be used on the ground, so it makes you even faster on the ground. Which is very nice, I think. Just a fun mod. So, the armor also has, what is it? Yeah, you get a double jump, you get a dash, another dash, and it's, honestly, the air movement in this game is so good. So, what Sticky does is, it makes all walls behave like, honey, so you can slide down them, but you can also wall jump. As you can see, I wall jumped there, so, wait, hold on. There we go, that was a wall jump. Just wall jump out of any cave, really. Wall jump, and then go in the direction you want to move in, and it will just bump you up. And I think that's it for this side of the armor. Oh, no, there's also boy and amphibious, so. So, as you can see, I didn't go in the water. Why? I have boy, which makes it so that I can walk on water. I can also go faster when I leave water. So, I get a speed boost out of water. As you can see, I'm still pretty fast. And it is now... when does it wear off? Wow, that's a long time. Do you know why it's a long time? It's because we have amphibious. So it makes it so that even when you leave the water, you still have, let's say, some water on you. So it allows things that have the effects of, you know, water to still function out of water for a longer amount of time. That includes Riptide Tridents and, well, this enchantment, Boy. What Boy also does is this. Makes you very non-buoyant, which, you know, would be, I'm assuming would be kind of counterintuitive, but apparently it's not. So I can just go all the way down and all the way up. And it launches me out because it's just so fast. It makes it so that if you have these boots, you don't even need soul sand to make a water elevator up and down. so in both directions. Now, I think you saw that I had, yeah, X-ray vision. So this is a benefit of the helmet, which gives you perception, which increases the visibility in the dark, so I can see much better in the water. As you can see, I don't have any visibility thing or anything. It's just the helmet, and I can see very, very well underwater. If I took this off, can't see anything. Put it back on, I can't see. And it basically makes it so I can see mobs through walls. Now, if we take a pickaxe, you see how fast that breaks? Do you know why that happens? It's because of amphibious. It's very, very, very good. So amphibious is just, it makes it so that everything underwater is easier. And that includes mining blocks and movement and everything like that. We'll do slide and gale. So, as you can see, I'm flying. Oh, I don't have my double jump. My air dash. Well, I guess I do. I'm flying, look at me, I'm jumping, and then, boom, slam into the ground. That's what slide does when you're in the air. It slams you back into the ground with no fall damage or anything, which makes it even better for combat because you can just make your movement completely unpredictable, and it's very, very fun. Now, what it also does is, I'm now sliding on the ground, I believe. Hold up. Let me see. Well, the animation doesn't play. I don't know why the animation isn't playing, but it should be. I should probably talk about the enchantments that are still available. There's Silk Touch that is still available. There is Look of the Sea that is still available. That is Windburst that is still available. There's also Fire Aspect for the sword. There's also, what else? Channeling is still available, and I probably have to show this. And it is available to use, not just in thunderous weather, but at all times. So let me just show this. Thunderstruck, even though, as you can see, it's not really, thundering time. Riptide is also available, quite obviously, as you've seen it multiple times. I can't believe I didn't address this first, but there's a complete, and I mean complete, rework of the enchantment system. As you can see, I've been using the whole time and have not bothered to say anything about. So, basically what is happening is that this is how it works. You can just select what you want, and then you can click the button, and you have to pay lapis and the resource of relevance. So for this, it's iron. For this, it's string. And then for the trident, it is... Let me just show you real quick. The trident, it's whatever this was called. And that basically works all its way up to this, which is netherite. But it doesn't actually require netherite to pay, it requires diamonds, because netherite would be way, way too expensive. So, yes, that's a rework, and you can select anything you want. The consequence of this is also that, so an iron sword here has only one tier, which means that the tier of the enchantments you're taking will be lower than the netherite sword, which is, as you see, you can have 2, so it's 1 tier higher. So these will be more effective. So that's basically kind of the whole rework of the mod. It's that you can select, there's no luck involved anymore, you can just take the enchantments you want. It makes the enchantments so much more fun to use as well, because there is no sharpness and other kind of boring enchantments that only make your armor better or tools better in a very specific way, but it makes them just more quirky and fun with enchantments that feel like they change the game. Also, the trident, it gains gains loyalty when you enchant it, so there. Now it has loyalty, it comes back to me, as you can see. There we go. That should be everything. Have a nice day.